G'day guys, Simon from HiveKeepers here. Just been meaning to get into this hive now for a little while. It's late September here in Australia, southeast Australia, and really we've not had the ideal weather to give me the opportunity to get in there to do what I need to do. But I'm going to give it a shot now. It's probably 17 degrees Celsius, and I've just had the smoker here near the door for the last couple of minutes. These guys have been the standout hive I've got. One of the issues though, and I need to rectify it, is it might not be easy to see. There's grass all around. It's wet, and I need to stop that moisture, so I've got to get these guys up off the ground. They're on some bricks, but the grass is getting thick and deep, and not really how it should be. You would know that. I'm really hoping for good things in this hive. I've had a few troubles with some of my others this spring so far. It's a heavy lead, that's cool. Yeah, well, I think they're looking quite filled out when you can see that there's that much growth in the lid. That's pretty cool. I'm happy to see that. No honey in there at the moment. I certainly know there's been honey there in the past. I'm just going to put that down in front of me here for a moment, just out of the breeze. There's a bit of a breeze, and I'm not going to go too crazy in here. I just want to have a look. Wanted to see where we're at. My suspicions are I'll be putting a box on here next week. A little bit breezy. Seems to me every time I've opened up a hive so far this September, this spring, it's always windy, which makes it hard because normally the weather's not perfect anyway. I'm trying to lift this hive beetle trap, but I can't get to it just yet. They're looking a bit sluggish, that's alright. Nice and heavy. It's a nice picture to look at. Can you see that alright there? Hope so. You can see drones. Obviously plenty of honey. Lots of pollen. A couple of drone cells down the bottom. Good stuff. That's what we want to see. It's exactly how it should be at this time of year. You might see a few more drone cells there. I'm really happy with that. Got a box just off to the side here. I'm going to put them in there, just so I can have a little bit more of a look through. I'm only going to pull a few frames. The wind. These guys are chockers. Just as I need the smoke, it's just gone out. Just going to step out of the picture for a second and relight the smoker. Back for more. Yeah, they're well wedged in there. So plenty of brood. Got to really watch out for the queen. Lots of brood. This is definitely my best overwintered colony. Have a look down the bottom there. I'll try and get in close and have a quick look at this. I don't want to leave it out for too long. What do you see there? Hey? Just bring it back a bit so hopefully you can see a few other bits and pieces. So there's every chance that these guys are going to want to react and swarm. I've probably given them every likelihood to do that because I haven't been able to get in here yet. You can have a look inside there. Yeah, there's certainly a queen coming through. This is not a good example probably. You can see that there was certainly a queen well on their way. That's not going to happen now with that one. And I just want to check a few more to see what else is happening. Really I need to put a box on today, but I've got another nice warm day in a couple of days and I want to put an ideal size box on rather than a full box, and I don't have that ready yet. Oh, check out this. Goodness gracious me. So it's sort of not cool that I've got all this swarm intent for this hive. So I'll end up splitting these guys really soon. But do you know what? I just love the fact that spring is here and they're really prospering. They are really healthy. Just love the look of this. Have a go at that. Just looks the best, doesn't it? Just a healthy, strong, really fit colony. Bursting at the seams, which is largely my fault for not being able to get in here sooner, but I maintain the weather has been so tough this spring. I think Sunday's my day to do a split, which is cool because I haven't done many of them, and I'll make sure I get that on camera. It's not something I've done a lot of, and I reckon it'd be good for us all to see and get your feedback of how best to do it. I might just lift one more because I really don't need to overdo this now. Cause more damage than good, which is not cool. I love this hive. They're the best. Cool. I'm gonna start packing this up. I've seen that they're successful, they're healthy, they certainly have a swarm instinct. It's time to split. And I thank them for their good health. And I can't wait till the next warm day to do that now. This is cool. How good's beekeeping? As always, some of you will see things here that I haven't seen. Please, please, please get in touch. Point out what you notice. Oh, must have just ticked off some alarm pheromone. I can smell it. I'd love to know more about what people think. I'm not the best in the world at this, I'm far from it in fact. But I do know that collectively we can get better, and collectively we can do a better job for the bees. Just checking there's not a queen there. I just don't want to, there's just quite a few bees on there you might notice. I just don't want to squash a queen. I don't think she'll be on this frame. One more look, eh? Just because. Have a look down the bottom at that other cell. Life's good and healthy. Hang on. Look at this little nasty in the middle. Look at the bee, just took out the, taking out a hive beetle. See it there, moving across the frame. Come on girls, sort it out. probably going to get lost and hide in a moment, so I'm going to flick it out, try and kill it. Oh, yeah, it just fell out, so hopefully that stays away. I do need to check that hive beetle trap. Slow and steady movements. I want to show you inside this lid one more time. Delicious. Just looks the best. Now, I've got to say it weighs a fair bit, but there's a lot of bees in there. I'm sure you can see that. That is seriously cool. I don't know, do you let your bees go into the roof space of your hive? I don't tend to get too stressed as long as there's good health. It's not a spot for disease, which sometimes it can be. I'm happy with that. Just want to try and anyone who hasn't watched this or been involved in beekeeping, I put it on like this. Put the lid back on slowly and on a diagonal to try to minimise squashing bees. You'll always get one or two, but that's just part of the sad part of it, but we've got to be really careful. Last thing I'll do is I'm just going to grab the camera, I'll bring you up close, you can have a look at the entrance. You can have a look at that in just a moment and you'll see that plenty of activity. And I suspect a lot of happy, busy bees. Yeah. Again, you can see all that grass near the front. I have pulled that away a fair few times, but it's time now to lift them up. They should have been lifted up a while back. Have a look at these beauties. Is that a drone at the front just gone inside? I think it was. Didn't quite get to see it properly. See them all fanning at the front here, trying to encourage everyone back. See them down the bottom here, pollen on their legs. I love this stuff. Anyway, I might leave it at that for now. Again, this is Simon from HiveKeepers. Thanks for playing along. Please like and subscribe to this channel to support what we're trying to do here. It's all about the beekeeper. If you've got any questions or comments or tips or tricks, we all need to hear about it. So get on the YouTube channel or go to the hivekeepers.com website and get us in the loop. Thanks again for your time. Thanks for watching.